Okay, hi you guys. So what we're going to do today is upload our videos to Google Docs and then embed that video into our Google site that we made at the beginning of the year. So it takes a number of steps, so I'm going to go through them now so you can do them on your own, and the substitute can back this video up and play it again whenever you need it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is find the video on your desktop. So that video is probably only on one of your computers, and so you'll need maybe to share this later. But either way, we're going to go ahead and double click that video. That video will open up in QuickTime Player 7. Most likely, there's a few of these computers on in the room that it'll open up into QuickTime Player 10, and we'll go over that in a second. You know it's 7 if it looks gray like this, and you know it's 10 if it just has like the black bar on the bottom, but we'll mess around with 10 here in a second. So what you'll do is go up into File, drop down and choose Export for Web. So load the video, go up and choose File, Export for Web, and then you'll have this. Go ahead and choose the iPhone version, export versions for iPhone. The reason is that's going to be very small, and that's what you want on your site, very small file size, right? Don't worry about the other stuff. Make sure you save it to your desktop, hit Export, and that only takes a few minutes to export. What will happen is you'll have a folder on your desktop that has a lot of great stuff in it. When you open it up, one of the things in there is called, your name, your file name, iPhone.m4v. Take that out of the folder and hold on to that. That's what we're going to need. Now let's take a look over here at QuickTime 10. QuickTime 10 is a little bit different. If you go up into the File menu, it looks a little different. So say Export to Web. You'll get the same sort of thing. Uncheck Wi-Fi, check cellular, save it to your desktop. Okay, that'll pop open here just like that, and save that there. Don't worry about the other things and hit Export. It's just I have the same folder, so I'll just replace the folder. It's fine. You won't be asked to do that. That's because I'm doing it twice with two different versions, right? All right, good. So that's already done. I go into this folder. I find the resources, and you'll see, your video folder in here, cellular.m4v as opposed to iPhone, right? Put that on your desktop, and you're ready to go and enter it into or upload it to Google Docs. Okay. So let me close this out. Google Docs is pretty easy to use. We just have to go ahead and take our video that we have on the desktop, either the M4V cellular or the iPhone, whatever one you have on yours, and drag it into the Google Docs window, just like this, and let go. It's going to upload this. It'll convert the video. Look here, it says something about 5 gigs. You have plenty, I'm sure. And now it's uploaded. So I have my video into Google Docs, and here's where it stores. I'm going to go ahead and click on this to open it. Because I just uploaded it, you're not going to be able to see it, but there's a couple things I need you to do in here. One is go up here and click on Share. And you can add your friend's name, your partner's name. That way they don't have to upload it. It'll automatically be in their Google Docs. That's great. But the other thing is it says here, private, only the people that below can access it. I need you to change that. And change it to anyone with a link. And then hit Save. Okay, now your substitute can back it up and play that again just to show you what I did, okay? So we'll hit Share and Save. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. We're good. Anyone who has a link can view it. This is where you would add your buddy's name in there, and then you're good. Okay, so I'm done there. We're ready to go, okay? So now that we've got that in Google Docs, I can close this out, and you'll have it there. Eventually you'll be able to see it because it just needs to upload and do all its conversion and fun stuff like that. And now what you'll do is go to Google Sites. So open up a new tab, Command T on your Mac, or just hit that little plus button. Make sure you're in Chrome. And the website for Sites, to access the website you made before, is just simply sites.google.com. Really pretty easy, right? You remember this? So I'll just kind of zoom into it. Sites.google.com, right? Okay, so hit Return. No, it is. So I click on that, and here's my site, right? Little wallaby there, all good. There's great stuff in there. That's what we want, right? So what we need to do when we get to our site is, this is our home page. You already created that. We're going to go up here and click on New Page. Just click on that. Name your page Door Scene. Okay? Leave it as a web page. Make sure it's at the top level. And then up here on the top, click Create. So that'll create this page. Now what you want to do is change the layout, just like you did before, to 2-column. 2-column simple is fine. You're going to, I tell you what, change my mind. Layout 2-column with a complex. It has like a little top and the bottom on it. Up here in the top, you're going to write a synopsis of the video project, right? So a synopsis, hopefully you know what that means. If not, you'll have to look it up or have the sub explain it to you. But simply here, what we're looking for is what was required in the project. What elements did you have to do in this video? And then what did you do, right? Well, you studied some film history. You learned about shots. Then you had to go out and shoot a character going through a door. Here's the noise, etc., etc. Then you had to edit that video. You had to put credits. You had to put music on there. And then you had to export it, right? So you did a lot. There's a lot of things that had to happen. And I want you to describe those steps here under synopsis, okay? Then over on the right-hand column, I want you to go ahead and put a personal reflection. Now, you've probably done these in classes before. A personal reflection has to do with how you felt about your role in that video. Did you think you did enough? What were some of the struggles and what were some of your successes? Basically, you want this to be used for later to just showcase the kind of process you went through personally. What did you do as a student? Okay? So put your personal reflection there. Now, here's the other part. You're going to go into this left-hand side and you're going to insert video. Do you see what I did? I went up here to the corner and I chose insert, and then down here on the bottom I chose video. And now notice one of the options is Google Docs video. Hopefully you can see that. One of the versions is your Google Docs video. So I'm going to click on that. Now it takes a few minutes for it to show up, okay? So right now it's saying, hey, you don't have anything in there. It's no big deal. So I'm going to click on here, and you can actually see when I clicked on the top Google Docs that it's not really being processed yet, but I want to click on that cellular door scene, right? The door scene cellular M4V, and select it. You'll have a couple options here. Hey, how big you want it, blah, blah, blah. Just go ahead and leave all of that. Hit save, and then you'll have your video in that box, okay? Now, in order to see it, you have to go to save. It looks like I maybe put it in the wrong box, so let me go back and edit that, and I'm just going to drag that down here. See what I did? I put it in the wrong spot. So you'll have lots of great stuff that you'll be able to collect over the course of the semester. Okay, so once you're done, you should have a nice little paragraph up here about the video, the synopsis of the video, and then a nice paragraph about your personal reflection, and then you should have your video over here on the left and ready to go and play. Okay? Make sure that you have all that. Don't just write 1 or 2 sentences. You really need to have a paragraph here. So you really need to kind of take some time to write and think about what happened, what the process was, what the project was about, and then of course how you worked in that project. Okay? All right. Well, have a great time with this. It's going to be due by the end of the period, so get to work.